Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at NuScale power, and this was a stock analysis request, and I wanted to remind you all that anyone can make these requests and I will most likely cover them, especially if there is an actionable trade setup to follow. Now in the case of this chart, on the long time frame, I am tracking a larger 1-2 setup and a smaller one. Now firstly, for the larger 1-2 setup, we have two very similar scenarios where this would be a wave 1 up and then a wave 2 down, and there is a possible interpretation to consider that the larger wave 1 ended here and then this is the wave 2. Then we would have two additional 1-2 setups that we would be tracking. But really, overall, in both scenarios, this will be the area of most interest until we actually break some more significant levels of support. And for that reason, I am going to assume that, I slightly prefer that this is the wave 1 top. That is all. Not much of a reasoning there. We can revisit that idea once the larger third wave that would be developing here would be complete. Now, considering that this wave 1 topped here and this wave 2 bottomed here, we would be looking at an ideal target for the long time frame. This could take a very significant amount of time, but it would be the 138.2% extension level for a wave 3. Now, as I was saying, we don't have a time frame that we would expect this to complete within, and it could take many years, it could take even decades, but that is the target that we are overall looking for this third wave. But until we actually complete that, we need to be prepared to face some more retracement, some more corrections, and it's not even guaranteed that this is the wave 1 of that larger third wave that is developing. We could overall be developing a larger wave 1 and then get a wave 2 retracement and then get an even stronger third wave to the upside that, well, based on how strong this wave 1 was, that idea where we are only forming a larger 1-2 setup here would allow for a much stronger third wave that would push far past this target for this initial 1-2 setup third wave. But for now, that is still very far away. And focusing on the shorter time frame here, we have this very nice wave 1 that completed here to the upside in, I think this one completed only in this recent year actually, and we are now able to track, based on having this significant retracement, a larger one that would entail and form the wave 2, where we expect to form a reversal that would allow us to go into the third wave to the upside. Now, this wave 2, based on the Fibonacci retracements, we would expect it to reach and stay or end between the $29.4 level down to the $15.6 level, the 78.6% retracement. So far, we didn't quite get to any of these levels, but we seem to be right on track for that. I would say and count this correction so far as an ABC pattern that would be developing, where the A wave was a 3-wave move and the C wave will need to be a 5-wave move. But within this wave B, we also formed a 3-wave move as expected. That is the most likely case. And we got well within the resistance area that we would have for a wave B. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that we topped here in the wave B and that the wave C has already started, but I find this a high probability case. We do still have significant resistance ahead at these levels if we are to push back higher, but we could break them and then we would be looking at this area for structural resistance and then this area again, but you get the idea. We have the resistance between the $38 level up to the $47.5 level for this wave B. And now we are looking to form this C wave to the downside, and I have to say the movement looks quite impulsive, quite strong, and I find it very likely that we did start this overall C wave. And based on the length of the wave A and the wave B, I am looking for an ideal target for the wave C at the $24.7 level at the 100% extension. That would be the ideal target for wave C. Now, we don't have to get there and we don't have to stop there. We do also have this very much in confluence with the 50% retracement level, and I find it very likely to find a bottom in this area. But keep in mind, as long as we reach any of the levels within the support zone here for wave 2, we will have fulfilled the minimum expectations on a larger time frame that we would be tracking, that this wave 2 would have, and this wave 2 could actually be complete, and we could start our third wave to the upside. Now, other structural resistance that support in this case, that we have in this area that we haven't quite reached yet is right here above the 38.2% retracement, which could slow down this fall down to the downside, and yeah, could allow us, who knows, to maybe even bottom at this level. But other than that, I have to say we would have to go quite low, somewhere in this area, to find additional structural support at least. Yeah, maybe a little bit here, but you get the idea. We have a tiny bit here and then not much until these levels. We will be able to track, however, a more refined count within this wave C once we get some more structural data. So far, I would say that this wave 1 could very well be complete within the wave C, and I am ready for a retracement, but sometimes these corrections unfold very quickly and we could see this wave C finish in one go and be done with it, to be honest. But considering that we are forming a larger 5-wave move, I would be looking for an area of resistance, considering the wave 1 bottomed. Now, it doesn't necessarily look like it. It looks like it is continuing still to the downside, but I can provide a provisionary resistance, smaller resistance area that would be between the $37.6 level up to the $41 level. And for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.